Welcome to a new Monday morning routine. It's Coffee with Strangers with Kelly Lemon.
Hey, what's up? It's Kelly, and welcome to Coffee with Strangers. This week I'm meeting with cartoonist Doug Orleski at WPA Bakery in Churchill. Doug might be better known as RVA Coffee Stain, the guy who leaves art throughout Richmond and hands out baseball cards as his business cards. Well, Doug, first of all, thank you so much for having coffee with me. You are my first true stranger, as in we never met unless it was one of those wild nights that I don't remember. But tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
I'm a cartoonist, and I run a local cartoon blog called RVA Coffee Stain. RVA Coffee Stain is also a weekly comic strip that appears in Style Weekly.
So illustration, I'm assuming, passion of yours, or how did you fall into being a cartoonist?
Yeah, I always did it since I was little. So I remember in first grade, my first grade teacher called my mom for a little off-color cartoon that I might have drawn and got in trouble for. So it's been a little bug that I've had since then. It didn't really start picking up any steam until I moved to Richmond and started doing it here. For example, I've never sold a piece of artwork until I moved to Richmond around 3 years ago.
So where's home?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. When I moved to Richmond, I just kind of kept cartooning and eventually just got hooked up with style just through the blog. And it mainly focuses on things and events around Richmond, kind of poking fun at them, but then it's also just kind of things I'm experiencing on my day-to-day life. So it's not always about Richmond, but it's mostly Richmond focused.
So is cartooning all that you do in an artistic form? You know, a lot of artists, you know, they don't just have one medium. Is drawing your thing?
That's like kind of my main thing right now, but I do paint. I recently did a mural in Carytown. I did a couple prints recently where I painted with coffee. So I did like a watercolor but used coffee instead. I left that around town and someone got it. Okay. That was probably like a year or so ago, but I want to follow up with them because I wasn't sure how it lasts. So will it just, does it get moldy or does it just like deteriorate? Or I mean, I don't know.
That color's gone now. You're like, it doesn't make any sense to the person anymore. Now it's like, I don't know what they used.
Now it's a blank piece of paper hanging up on his wall in a frame.
Hey, that's art, though. That's art. Is it easy for you, do you feel it's easy for you to do that in RVA because of our large art and culture scene?
Yeah.
Or
one thing I found is that it's kind of like the artistic community, like how supportive it is through, you know, even just doing my cartoons here and the way people kind of like help you and the opportunities that, you know, other people give you. It's really a pretty cool community to be a part of.
It brings so many different people together, the diversity of it as well. Physically, where do you live in Richmond or in the Richmond region?
We live on the north side.
Okay,
I'm
a north
Bellevue.
side girl. Okay, yeah.
When we moved here, the north side kind of gave us like the city feel, but we could also have the yard and stuff like that.
How do you live Richmond? What's some of your favorite spots?
The VMFA, we love to just go and walk around, and our daughter can kind of just run around. She can't do too much damage there to anything. And, and we love to go to Lewis Ginter Botanical Gardens. We love a lot of the north side spots. Dots Back In, Northside Grill. We definitely love to kind of support like the local spots. I collect local art too. So I have like Hamilton Glass. I got one of his paintings in there. Ed Harrington, I have some of his cartoons. I have some Noah Scalin artwork, and Bill Dickerson, who does photos.
I hear you like to give away some things for free.
Yeah, I like to do art abandonments, which was something I started early on in the blog when, I think it was before I even sold a piece of artwork, so I figured might as well just leave it on the street and maybe someone will find it. So the first one I left, it kind of sat there for a little while and no one found it, but eventually someone took it and I started to do it again and again, and through it a lot of companies or just local places have reached out to me wanting to leave things with the artwork, which has always been fun. In the next week or so, we're going to have season passes to Friday Cheers in the artwork.
This comes with all of your artwork. You deface a baseball card. This is your signature, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I call them vandalized baseball cards.
I'm assuming that none of these have any value to them. Did you collect them?
I hope not. Yeah, so I'm still working through all the cards I had from when I was a kid, so I have like boxes of them. Julio Valera, I don't know. I don't think he's worth anything.
You gave him a beard, so yeah. I'll look him up later.
And I won't vandalize any Phillies players.
Oh,
so
okay, that's rule.
Make sure,
Okay.
And I'll do extra things to like Mets. So yeah.
To hear the rest of my interview with Doug, check out Coffee with Strangers podcast on iTunes or Stitcher. And to check out my wardrobe from this week's episode, get on over to 310 Rosemont in Stony Point Fashion Park. Mention Coffee with Strangers and they'll give you a 15% discount off your purchase. And use the Coffee with Strangers hashtag in your pictures and tweets so we can see how you're having coffee. See you next week.